Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Yes, I still have a sore throat, but cricket is something from where I can never be kept away. And here I am talking to you today, this on a Saturday on the Cricket Happening Show. As far as today's Cricket Happening Show goes, it's all about the preview of the Nidahas Trophy finals in Sri Lanka, the T20 Tri-Series, which comes to its climax tomorrow when India meet Bangladesh in the finals after Bangladesh had a sort of a really majestic, not a majestic, I'll say, it was a sort of a victory amidst a lot of chaos in the ground. And after all the brouhaha, it's the finals, India versus Bangladesh in the finals of the Nidahas Trophy T20 Tri-Series in Sri Lanka. Let the battle begin tomorrow. So I'll be doing a brief preview of this particular finals which is coming up tomorrow. And England's Kevin Pietersen, who has been playing in the Pakistan Super League, has decided to call, he has hung up his boots finally as far as cricket is concerned. But one knows what a cricketer he was. He was such a gem for England. Very unfortunately, his career did not go the distance due to whatever the problems that he faced. And finally, but definitely he provided wholesome entertainment to the cricketing world in general. And I'm sure he is going to be one of the cricket commentators in the 2019 World Cup, which will be played in England. I hope that Kevin Pietersen definitely does cricket commentary, because I have heard his cricket commentary and he definitely sounds, he's really very good to hear. When he was sitting, I think he was sitting in the Channel 9 box, if I'm not wrong, but I probably will reserve my comments here. So that is as far as, so this is what is in store today on this Cricket Happening Show. And then we have a look at some cricket news where Papua New Guinea has gone to the 9th place in the ICC playoffs. Well, so let's start the battle between India and Bangladesh, which will be played tomorrow in the finals of the Nidahas Trophy. As you know, Bangladesh are definitely coming from a lot of chaos that happened in the match, and also Shakib Al Hasan and Nurul Hasan, the substitute, has been fined by the ICC for bad conduct. When just doing this preview of this final clash between India and India and Bangladesh, and unfortunately the host Sri Lanka are not there, so one does not know. Definitely, I'm sure probably it won't be a full house, but being a final, we could still see some battle. Probably there might be some lot of Sri Lankan spectators still coming in, probably rooting for India. Simple reason being, they would have been absolutely riled up by what happened after Mahmudullah hit that six. So we can still expect a full house, but there might be more support for the Indians in general, and that is something that Indians will always take. So they will probably feel that they're playing at home tomorrow, but I'm sure the Sri Lankans would definitely be looking at Bangladesh in a sort of a manner where probably they would be, I'm sure the supporters might be supporting India tomorrow. So India might probably feel that they are playing in front. So that is a big advantage for India. And also, if you look at the Indian team, the Indians have nothing to lose. The reason being, they have, as you know, this is not a full strength team. This is a half strength team. Bangladesh will be at full strength with Shakib Al Hasan back in the mix. So definitely what we are looking at here is a battle which is going to happen between a team. Bangladesh captain will be captained by Shakib Al Hasan, as he did yesterday, and what will be really seen here will be the Indian youth who would be taking on Bangladesh. And this is, India have nothing to lose, and also they would be very confident of the fact that they have already scalped Bangladesh twice in this particular tournament, and that would give them immense confidence going into it. And I would still term the Indians as favorites amidst whatever happened, whatever Bangladesh did. But again, the Indians are not under pressure. I think the Bangladeshis will be under pressure, because this would be their best chance to go and beat India. And I know that Bangladesh would be just waiting for this particular opportunity. But India definitely does not lack any reserve talent, as they have already shown. So let's have a look at the Indian team first. As looking at the Indian team right from the openers, right from the captain, who has hit form at the right time, at the right moment. Shikhar Dhawan has been in such glorious form, and that is something which is something that India will want, that both of them fire on all cylinders at one point of time, and that could make life very, very difficult for the Bangladeshi bowlers. As far as the other batting is concerned, Suresh Raina has been playing those real cameo knocks as and when he has been coming into the wicket, and that is good to see. Dinesh Karthik has been contributing his own manner. Manish Pandey has been hitting the ball sweetly, and also for me, he's the Mr. Reliable in this Indian team. I would say the middle and lower order, the lower middle order and the lower order has not been exposed to batting, because the Indians have been getting victories pretty quickly with a lot of wickets to spare. So this might be an opportunity, unless and until if India can actually keep up the same tempo, then probably the lower middle order wouldn't be required to bat. But so Vijay Shankar is a very, very good all-rounder, and let me tell you, he can also hit the ball really, really big, but the opportunity has not really come. As far as the bowling is concerned, Shardul Thakur has been doing a great job in this tournament. He has really shown that he is a very, very quick learner. The Indian, let's talk about Washington Sundar. What an economy rate he has. I mean, he has been doing a brilliant work. I mean, he has not given even 30 runs in his quota of overs. He has been going at the most at an average of 25, I reckon, and that really, really bodes well for India. And he has been bowled 11 overs in the power play, and he has picked up wickets, and he would be someone that Bangladesh have to watch out for, and they have to definitely get a game plan as to how to play Sundar, whether they go on the attack with him, or they really, really wait for him and see they play him off. Now that will be very interesting to see what is the ploy Bangladesh adopt against Washington Sundar, this very, very talented off spinner. And I can say that this bloke definitely looks like walking into the main Indian team in the future for sure. Well, so that is as far as the Indian team is concerned. So the Indian team definitely looking very, very strong. There is no doubt about that. And one is really waiting to watch as to how things pan out for India. Other than that, we can talk about the Bangladeshi team. Well, the Bangladesh, even though they are coming up on some real sort of a controversial match that went as the virtual semi-final against Sri Lanka, I'm sure these 2 days would have given them time to actually gather themselves, and now probably they are really, really working, because they know that this is their best bet against India, because India are not at full strength. I'm afraid to say, if Bangladesh fail in this, I think getting an opportunity is going to be, and I think Bangladesh would be still. Even though I might say that India are probably favorites based on the records, one could still say that Bangladesh could be someone who could really, really surprise. They could really spring a surprise. So Bangladesh batting, well, we saw what Mushfiqur Rahim did the other day when he went hammer and tongs against Sri Lanka to actually pull down the Sri Lankan score. Staged the most successful chase by Bangladesh in T20 cricket. Mahmudullah, well, I think he's really a gem for Bangladesh, and the way he played yesterday was a real sighter for everybody. Tamim Iqbal has been doing a wonderful job with the bat. Liton Das has really shown he actually hit those 5 sixes against Sri Lanka, as you remember, giving company to Mushfiqur Rahim. And then Sabir Rahman would be expected to score some runs. Soumya Sarkar has not really taken off in the manner that one would have liked him to be. Sabir Rahman would be expected to score some runs, and they would direly need Sabir Rahman to fire tomorrow against India. The bowling, well, Mustafiz Rahim has been taking the wickets, but he has been giving away too many runs. He has 156 runs taken of his overs that he has bowled. Rubel Hussain has bowled well in this tournament, I would say. Mehdi Hassan, well, yesterday he bowled in a very miserly fashion, just giving away 16. He would like to keep that, and against India, as you all know, spinners are somewhat, to actually challenge the Indians, the spinners have to be very, very good, because Indians, as you know, are very good against spin. And also, let's talk about Shakib Al Hasan. Definitely failed yesterday, but well, let us talk about this great batsman Shakib Al Hasan from Bangladesh. I mean, he is someone, to me, is always a threat to any opposition, and to India also he might be a big threat, because as I said, Bangladesh are at absolutely full strength with Shakib Al Hasan back to the team. And Shakib Al Hasan, it's not only about the batting of Shakib Al Hasan, it's not about the bowling of Shakib Al Hasan, it's also about the fielding of Shakib Al Hasan, and also his captaincy. And I think he has a good cricketing brain, and I think he will bring in the changes. We will be seeing that tomorrow, and I'm sure he will bring it to the fore tomorrow against India. And as far as the pitch is concerned, I'm told that it would be probably favor the batting, and there could be some showers expected in the evening as well. So all in all, it seems to be a really a nice battle, which is going to be panning out at Colombo tomorrow in the Nidahas Trophy, and one can't wait to watch it, especially considering that Bangladesh have already hit Sri Lanka hard 2 times. I would say they are going to really pose a really a very stiff challenge to these young Indians. So that is as far as this preview is concerned. Now, talking about Kevin Pietersen, and the reason I'm talking about Kevin Pietersen is that because the Pakistan Super League is playing, his team has been, I think, is out into the playoffs right now, and Kevin Pietersen, the reason I'm speaking, has today announced that it's all over for him as far as playing international cricket is concerned. So let's have a look at the Kevin Pietersen career graph as to what it is. Now, Kevin Pietersen is someone who was born in Africa and South Africa, but he actually played for England. And what a boon he was for England. If you look at his, let's have a look at his. Let's also look at his some other things that he has done. As I said, he has always been in the news. Like Ian Botham for England, I think Kevin Pietersen is someone who has always been in the news. His name, Kevin K.P. Pietersen. Kevin Peter Pietersen, born in Pietermaritzburg in Natal in South Africa, and he's 37 years of age. And as he said, he played for England. He also played for Natal in South Africa. He has played for a lot of countries all over the world. He's played for the Indian Premier League. He has played for the Big Bash League. He has played for the English League. He has played for the Pakistan Super League. And he has played for the CPL, the Caribbean Premier League. And as you know, Kevin Pietersen was a marvelous player, right-hand bat, and also he could bowl a bit of off-spin as well. He had a nice height. He was 6 feet 4 inches. And I can say, if you look at his career graph, it makes very interesting grading. He represented England in 104 test matches. He's retiring with an average of 47.28. He has 23 centuries and 35 50s in that tenure. ODIs 136, more of a ODI player, I would reckon, Kevin Pietersen, even though he had a good record in test as well. But predominantly, Kevin Pietersen was an aggressive batsman. He really never allowed the opposition bowlers to dominate. He always got his bat to do the talking against the opposition bowlers. He played 136 one-day internationals. He got a strike rate of 86.58. He averages 40.73. He has 9 centuries and 25 50s in this format of the game. T20s, 37 matches he played. He got his highest was also, let me talk about his highest score in test matches. 227 was his highest score in test matches, 130 runs in ODIs, 79 in T20s. He played 37 T20 matches. He got an average of 37.93. He made 15 did not get a century in T20, and he got 750s. But what a player, Kevin Pietersen, always in the news for some reason or the other. And also he invented some nice strokes in cricket. I think the switch hit was something Kevin Pietersen came up with, if my memory serves me right, and if I'm saying it rightly. I thought switch hit was something which Kevin Pietersen introduced, and then other players followed him with those switch hits that he started. He's someone who had a great cricketing brain, according to me. He never was the captain of the England team, but definitely he had all the ingredients to become one. But as I said, he was always in the news, probably for the right reasons, probably sometimes for some wrong reasons. Probably he always used to take up some topics with the administrators, cricket administrators, and definitely one always felt sorry for him, that he never, probably one would have felt that Kevin Pietersen's career was a bit short, if at all he could have gone the distance, probably basically because of his the sort of the gung-ho attitude that he had as far as cricket is concerned. But nevertheless, he was quite a character, and as I said, he would never give the opposition a chance to dominate. And it has always been a superb battle between bat and ball. Always when Kevin Pietersen was batting, it was a treat to watch, because the way he used his feet against the spinners and the way he was never perturbed. I mean, he was a wonderful player to watch, and that's it. And Kevin Pietersen has hung up his boots as far as international cricket is concerned. And thank you, Mr. Kevin Pietersen. You have been a real treat to watch as and when you were really flowing with those strokes in cricket. And it was always, and he also was when he used to play his strokes, he looked very graceful as well. Well, Kevin Pietersen, and I'm sure one is going to see him at the World Cup in 2019 when it will be played in England, where Kevin Pietersen would be the cricket commentator, and I'm really looking forward to that happening when I would be seeing Kevin Pietersen commentating on the 2019 World Cup in England. Well, as far as that is concerned, just have some cricket news before I leave the scene here. Papua New Guinea have beaten Nepal, and Papua New Guinea beat Nepal. Not Papua New Guinea, sorry, I'm sorry about that. It was Papua New Guinea actually beating Hong Kong. That was a nice game where Papua New Guinea made only 200 runs, but they managed to bowl out the Hong Kong for 142, and that was a job well done. It was Vanua, the pace bowler, did, but it was Amini, the right-arm leg spinning all-rounder, who did a wonderful job with the ball to root the Hong Kong for 142. The other end, it was Netherlands and Nepal, and Netherlands were the victors by 45 runs. But Papua New Guinea has now got the 9th spot in ICC in the playoffs. So, and I'm just trying to see whether there is any other cricket news that I could talk about. Yes, Papua New Guinea has finished at number 9 in the World Cup qualifiers. Well, it was a real treat to bring this Cricket Happening show today, this on a Saturday. Keep your eyes fixed on Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram will be back with you with tremendous excitement in the finals of the Nidahas Trophy T20 Tri-Series, which will take place between India and Sri Lanka at Colombo. This is your host Ram signing off this on a Saturday. Thank you.